good, Reasoners, Reason Peoples, Reason Users? My name is D-Rock, and today I'm going to show you how to make a fun, screechy lead sound for some more aggressive styles of like dubstep, drum and bass. You can use it in-house. It's a real dirty thing. Check it out. Here's the sound right here. If it's not a sound you want to make, then move along. I don't really care. So yeah, something like that. It's pretty simple, but yeah, let's just jump right into it. The main basis of this sound is a Thor. First things first, we're going to combine it. We can do some routing. A few things I always do is I always bump that up to 12. This sound's going to be mono legato, and we're going to have portamento on all. Let's bring that down just a bit. Cool. Now let's do that. Open up the filter. Cool. Let's get the main oscillators for this. The main oscillators are going to be a wavetable on synced ramp. And it makes a cool. That's what gives us that initial screech. Drop it down an octave, and then we're also going to do an analog on sine wave. Drop that down an octave as well. We're going to lean the balance in the mixer a little bit more towards the ramp. And then we're going to hard clip it just to kind of squish it together. Cool. Let's do some routing. So now, first and foremost, to get that initial scoop, we're going to use the mod envelope. You can drop down the release, and we're going to tempo sync it, actually. And then, let's see here. Mod envelope to oscillator 1 position. I think this. Yep, has to go down 100. So it's going from here all the way up for you. And then we're also going to use the mod envelope on the pitch of the oscillators. We're going to do about slightly varying amounts. It creates a cool little. Like a cool little detune as it's going up, especially when you slow down the mod envelope. But yeah, that's pretty much it for inside the Thor. The rest of it's kind of processing. So first things first, let's throw a scream on. Tape mode, because tape mode is baller. Look at that, we're already beefing it up. There's a lot of low end in there, so we're going to EQ that out. Because in the end, you probably end up replacing it with a sub bass anyways. And then there's a little ringer in here too. Yeah, right around there. You can do a little cut there. Cleans it up a little bit. Sweet. Let's do some unison. You know, for this sound, I like to have the detune all the way down. Somewhere around there. Okay, now we're going to do the Haas effect, or kind of a variation on the Haas effect. When I went back and looked at the original patch, I did something funkier than what I normally do, but let's do it. So hold shift. We're going to create a bunch of stuff here real quick that we're going to have to route manually. So spider audio splitter, utilities. We're going to make 3 delay lines. Click the right area, and 3. Cool. Now let's create 2 EQs, and then a line mixer. Cool. So the basic idea of this is that we're going to split the audio into 3 pieces. We're going to have like left, mid, and then right. We're going to high pass the side ones with these EQs, and we're going to delay the center one slightly. I like to run them all through here though, because I've noticed sometimes there can be a big volume difference, especially when you're doing the more classic Haas effects when you're just delaying one side. But yeah, let's go through and do some routing. So we'll take the out from the unison that's going up to the main combinator and throw it into the master. That way we can hear what's going on once it's finished. Into the spider, you got 1, 2, tray. This one we'll use as our center, so we'll drop that right down there. This one's going into an EQ and an EQ. Then we'll go left and right. Sweet. Cool. On these delay lines, drop the feedback down on all of them. Change them all to milliseconds. These top two, drop them all the way down to 1. This one we're going to leave at like 10 though. And it's probably way too loud. Drop down your volume on your screen there. That way you're not clipping like crazy anymore. We'll high pass these. These up to, we'll do 169. There we go. And then pan them out. If you wanted to, you could switch it up instead and go like this. As uber amount of width. In my original patch, I did it this way though. Honestly, I couldn't tell you why. I think I was just messing around with sounds, and that's how I made it. Alright, moving on. Hold shift, and we're going to do another scream, because who doesn't love distortion? Once again, tape mode. When you hold, make sure that you hold shift when you end up creating this one, otherwise it's going to auto route to a send effect, and we do not want that. Tape. You could beef that up if we wanted to a little bit. Let's do another EQ, because the scream tends to add in a bunch of extra junk that we don't need, especially in the low end, and we want a real clean low end that we end up replacing with the sub bass anyways. Then we'll find there's another ringer right around 600, I believe. Yeah, that doesn't sound very nice in there. Widen it up. If you want to, maybe you could do a tiny boost on the highs as well. Next, we're going to make a maximizer. It's your drop down your output gain, crank your input so we're getting a little bit of the what's it called, gain reduction, not that much, something like that, and then we'll throw on the soft clipper as well to help smush everything together. And for the last device, we're just going to use a reverb. Not that much reverb though. We're going to do a plate, make it short, make it bright. Actually, we'll even drop that down a bit more. And then EQ, we're going to high pass in there. And then we'll do a little, there's usually a little weird thing up at around 5K. We'll do a little cut there. We can add it back in a little bit. Yeah, something like that. That's the basic Screech. What I also tend to do for some combinator programming, I like to have rotary 1 with the Thor, affecting the mod envelope's decay time. That way you can get the various scoopings. But yeah, that's the basic idea of this sound, this screechiness. If you have any questions or requests for sound, leave a comment or shoot me a message, and I hope you guys learned something.